Next we will share a wonderful testimony. Brothers and sisters, in 2024 we heard that Brother Zebul prophesied about President Putin. That Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, would be inaugurated for his 5th term. And on the very day of his 5th presidential inauguration ceremony, he would die. He would die while on his way to the inauguration ceremony. Later, we found out that on May the 7th, 2024, as we were watching the ceremony, we noticed something strange. Putin appeared. We wondered, could Brother Zebul be a false prophet delivering a false prophecy? How come he prophesied that Putin would die upon his 5th term inauguration? Yet indeed, Putin was successfully re-elected for his 5th term? That part was correct, but the prophecy also said he would die at the inauguration. Then why did he appear at the inauguration ceremony? But later, upon closer observation, we realized this Putin was a fake Putin, a body double. Because during the live ceremony, there were no cheers from the crowd. And even his closest his top military commander, the highest-ranking general, essentially the supreme commander of armed forces, also had a completely expressionless face, with no smile at all. Yet during Putin's election campaign, he appeared radiant and majestic like a king, glowing with honor and victory, receiving thunderous cheers as a triumphant leader. But at this inauguration he showed absolutely no sign of joy. Later people realized this Putin was fake. This prophecy has been discussed by many brothers ever since. And many people have said, Dr. C, the prophet Dr. C. Brother Ixiba received this prophecy. God instructed Brother Zebul to proclaim it first, and that it would be revealed clearly at the right time. Then, one day in 2025, last year, while we were composing songs, a voice spoke, saying, only by May the 7th next year will our praise reach perfection. There was such a voice. Now May the 7th, 2026, will mark exactly 2 years since Putin's death. So if that's the case, then earlier today around 11 a.m., Sibo is very sleepy, not knowing why he was so sleepy. While half asleep, a voice spoke to him, saying from the forest. Bo said, a voice came from the forest, declaring, Putin has been expelled from the Kremlin. Now, what does Kremlin mean? It's the presidential office complex, the official workplace of the head of state President Putin. So why was he expelled from the Kremlin? The Kremlin is like an imperial palace. So why was he driven out? Because this is a fake Putin. This means Russia will soon descend into chaos. In fact, Russia's highest leadership already knows Putin has died. So why keep it hidden from the world? Because Russia has been at war with Ukraine. And countries like the US and UK have long been adversaries of Russia, as have many European nations opposing Russia. Therefore, they cannot publicly announce Putin's death to the world. Thus on the day of the inauguration, which was the very day Putin died. Since the father told Zebo this, it seems he is encouraging us to quickly complete this song. Because Russia's turmoil is imminent. Back in 2024, the father once spoke to Zebo in a dream, revealing that Russia would face an extremely severe civil war. How severe? So severe that, in the dream, Brother Zebo saw countless Russians unwilling to stay in their own country, fleeing abroad to escape the massive warfare. The scale was so enormous that Brother Zebo woke up from the dream in sheer terror. It was that intense. According to biblical prophecy, Russia will be divided. But will it split into 10 nations? Or 12 nations? It seems it was initially classified as 12 nations. But later, after being annexed, it became 10 countries. After one horn, there were still some others, another horn with eyes and a mouth, to be swallowed. 3 nations, regarding the details among them. It seems that in the near future, Tianfu will fully explain this. Only after it's fully explained will it become clear. We'll better understand why Russia is classified as either 10 or 12 nations. And afterward, there's another horn mentioned, one with a mouth and eyes. That is the great evil one, who in the future will rule over the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. He is the king who rules over the 10-horned beast. This great evil one will devour 3 nations. This prophecy will become clear in the future. So after Russia splits apart, Russia will be divided into multiple nations. Among them, southern Russia and northern Russia will have a 10-year civil war. Could this 10-year civil war start from 2026? It's possible. Starting this year, 2026, the split begins. After the split, Russia will experience 10 years of civil war. The king of the south and the king of the north will fight for 10 years. After being divided into 10 nations. Once 10 years are fulfilled, around 203, 5, or approximately 2036, they will form alliances again and wage war for another 10 years. Roughly 10 years. Not exact. Whether it's exactly 10 years is just an approximate possibility. Glory be to the Father and the Lord. Amen.